Let's admit it, some of the UI in Project Zomboid can be a little rough on the eyes, especially now with the new menus that Build 42 has introduced. Thankfully, there is a mod creator out there who feels this pain and has done what they can to create some amazing mods that really help clean up and modernize the various aspects of Project Zomboid's UI. That creator would of course be Rocco, who is most well known for their clean hotbar mod, which many of you may be familiar with. In this video, I am going to go over and highlight each of Rocco's mods and share with you guys why I think these are essential to have in any Project Zomboid playthrough. To start, it's important to note that Rocco's neat UI framework is a requirement for a couple of their other mods to work, so be sure to install that first. Now, beginning with that clean hotbar mod, which is Rocco's most popular mod. This mod makes the hotbar at the bottom of your screen way more useful and easy to read. Not only does it do that, but it also provides you with a bunch of helpful information like weapon condition, handle durability, sharpness, and on things like canteens, it will show you different colors depending on what kind of liquid is in there as well as how much is left. All of this is made very plain to see so you can quickly look down at your hotbar and get tons of crucial info at a glance. The overall durability of an item is colored from green to red in the box that the item is in on your hotbar. It will visually go down as durability decreases. For sharpness, it is shown by this white bar just above the box that the respective item is in. The solid white shows the sharpness level, and the more gray color in the bar is for maximum potential sharpness the item can have. The handle durability is of course this brown bar right above the sharpness. Overall, it's easy to tell why this mod is Rocco's most popular. It's so beneficial to be able to see these things without having to go into your inventory, hover over the item you're looking for, and then squint to read its stats, especially in the heat of the moment. Next from Rocco, another extremely helpful yet also very unique mod, the Neat Building plus More Building mod. This one really modernizes and cleans up the building menu, as well as adding in a bunch of things from the game that you couldn't build before but should be able to. The new menu has a minimalistic layout and is very streamlined. First of all, the categorization is much better, grouping recipes by type instead of skill level. It is also a much more visually pleasing menu overall, with icons for the categories off to the left side and with small pictures of the things you can craft in a nice grid to the right. Recipes that are similar or have upgraded versions are also stacked together, so for example, you can just find the walls and you'll be able to see each different kind and level of wall that you can build in just one click. The menu can also be collapsed, so it's easier to see what you're building. And on top of that, the mod even has its own construction grid effect to make building that much easier. This is such a great mod for all the base builders out there because it makes the process so much quicker and easier, as well as giving you more building options for maximum creativity. The third of Rocco's mods that we're going to look at is Neat Crafting. It is similar to the Neat Building mod from before, but this one obviously applies to the crafting menu. This mod gives the crafting menu a much better layout with more visual elements to make the whole process smoother and quicker. They've consolidated a lot of information and removed some unnecessary text for a more compact design. The category list is again replaced by icons with more detailed names when you hover over them. There is also some extremely useful filters and search settings. For example, when using the search bar, you can of course search for specific recipes you want to craft. However, you can also choose to search for recipes based on its required items, so you can view everything that needs a certain type of ingredient that you have. The input panel is also vastly improved. It now has icons that tell you whether an ingredient will be kept after making the recipe, partially used, or fully used. Pretty much anything about the crafting menu that you might think needs improvement has been improved in this mod. This is definitely one of the most needed upgrades for your Project Zomboid experience. Up next, the shortcut. This mod by Rocco is all about giving you quick access to items and recipes of your own choosing. There's a panel for favorited items, a panel inside the crafting menu for favorited recipes, and in the building menu there's a panel for favorited buildings. For items, you can drag and drop things from your inventory into these slots to create their shortcuts. You can then double-click that shortcut to quickly use that item. For example, eating, drinking, smoking, or reading an item from your shortcuts can be done by just double-clicking it. If you want to open the right-click menu for one of these items, you can of course still right-click its shortcut. For crafting recipes, in the crafting menu you can press the little plus icon in the corner of each recipe to add it to your shortcuts. From here, you can now double-click to instantly start crafting one of your shortcutted recipes given that the requirements for the item are met. You can also right-click to open the full recipe in the menu or mouse over to view quick info. Then for the buildings, you can do the exact same thing as for the crafting recipes. Just open the build menu and start adding your favorites to the shortcut panel there. You can even customize the shortcut panels however you want, adding rows and columns up to 16 by 16, the size of each slot, changing the panel's position, their transparency, and adding custom hotkey settings. This can be a very useful mod that helps you focus more on the gameplay of Project Zomboid rather than having to worry about navigating through multiple tiny menus just to do one simple action. The fifth of Rocco's mods we are covering today is Modern Status. This mod is for making it easier to see exactly what each status or Moodle is trying to tell you. There are two switchable styles, circular and bar style. You can interchangeably combine different styles for each Moodle depending on what you want that one to look like. I would say bar style is perfect for things like thirst and hunger, while the circular style is great for more mood-based or other kinds of statuses. There's also a very handy feature which lets you double-click on most Moodles to perform a corresponding action which will help it. Like double-clicking the stressed Moodle will automatically make you start reading a book, double-clicking thirsty makes you drink something, and even double-clicking the injured Moodle will make you automatically start bandaging your wounds. Another cool feature of this mod is the reminder function, which basically makes the Moodle indicators flash when they get too low, so you can easily tell if there's something urgent you need to attend to. This mod is so cool and covers almost every Moodle in the game. It also has some really deep customization options to let you choose pretty much everything about how it looks and acts. The last of Rocco's mods we're going to be checking out today is Clean UI. If you haven't already guessed, this one does pretty much what it says and cleans up all of the general UI elements in the game using the beautifully modern and streamlined signature Rocco style. This mod does so many things. Some of the most notable things it does though are, for one, the buttons for containers you are carrying like bags and backpacks have been moved from the right side of your inventory to the left, which you can also now reorder however you like, making it easier to see and access. The textures of the UI have been redesigned with minimalist borders and high transparency, and the text colors have been adjusted for better readability. It also adds a bunch of new and improved buttons throughout the various UI of the game. There's even buttons for sorting by weight, name, or type, and some much nicer looking buttons for things like turning on the stove or emptying things from a garbage can. This mod of course has a bunch of settings as well for tweaking it exactly how you want aesthetically. Every single one of these mods by Rocco has proven to be an absolute must-have for any Project Zomboid playthrough. It is honestly shocking to me that some of these quality of life features are not in the game already, and just looking at these mods seriously makes me realize just how archaic the vanilla Project Zomboid UI can be sometimes. It is such a surprise that a modern game like Project Zomboid doesn't already have UI that is this smooth and intuitive, and also puts into perspective what the ideas and skills of a single person specializing in a specific area can do for a game. I really hope you guys check out Rocco's mods because I guarantee you it will make playing Project Zomboid so much more enjoyable and you will never want to go without them again. Let me know if you guys are already using some of these mods and what you think of them. Also let me know if there's any other mod creators out there I should do a spotlight on. Thank you to our editor Raycor for suggesting this video idea, and thank all of you guys for watching. I'll see you again soon. Like and subscribe.